Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera. I would like to take this opportunity to thank the Malaysia Tourism Council for inviting me as the speaker for the Malaysia Tourism Goal Summit 2020. I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate them for having this summit, and I think this is something that is new normal to us. Okay, normally we will have physical conferences and summit, but today here we are. Everything is online, and I'm speaking online as well to meet you all for the summit. And as you know that the tourism industry are very critical now, and we the players of the industry, we can understand that we are looking forward very much that this COVID-19 to be ended, but somehow or other that has not come into materialized yet. And you can see that if we were to look into our tourism industry, this is a sectors whereby the first to be affected, and of course in terms of recovery we might be the last to recover. And as what being reported by the Atmosphere Strategic Resources, they were saying that this recovery of COVID will take at least 2 years, and they are anticipating that the only recovery that we will get is only after 2023. And our Economic Action Committee also has announced that this will take at least 4 years. And definitely this will be a very challenging for us to face, especially us, the tourism industry player. And it will depend that how resilient we are to face all the problem that will arise. That has been arise, that will arise as well. And as you know that after June, when the interstate movement has been lifted, we can see there's some movement into the tourism industry, particularly when we're talking about domestic tourism. But recently when there are PKPB or MCOs to the state of Selangor plus Kuala Lumpur and Putrajaya, we can see the effect of which even the result that has been beneficial earlier of getting the tourists are now facing the problem that no one is traveling or visiting their resort. So this is a great impact to us, and with the new announcement being made that from the 9th of November until December 9, that there will be MCO to most of the state. Only 3 states are not involved. That will be Perlis, Kelantan and Pahang. And definitely that will give us another impact, a very great impact to the tourism industry. And if we were to look at the history of the domestic tourism, last year we have more than an increase of 11.3% in terms of receipt, and also an increase of 8.3% in terms of tourist arrival. That is from 78.2 million tourists, domestic tourists, go up to 84.7%. And when we come to receipt, there is an increase of 11%, and that is a good indication that we are moving forward very much. But this year, definitely, it is very hard for us to achieve whatever target that we have for this year. So I hope that we can be patient about it. We have to do something about it, definitely. There are a lot of things need to be done together. Okay, as Tourism Malaysia, there are a few way forward that we are looking at, and we have planned something to see that how we should go about to help the industry. Among the team or among the activities that we are going to do are the enhancement of public and private sectors partnership. This has been doing, we have been doing this. We have been working with Petron, we have been working with BHP and some other company as well. We are talking about Maidin for that matter. So these are among the move that we have done to help the industry, of which we are collaborating with the private sectors and public sectors as well in doing a lot of domestic tourism activities. Yeah, and we are also definitely are going to embracing into the digitalization, of which this is important, that digitalization is something that we should not miss. If we are not concentrating or looking at digitalization, definitely will be left out. So this is what we are trying to do. We are going to do it very much, and we are emphasizing it very much so that we are at par at other countries when it comes to the tourism industry. And we are also definitely looking at the innovative and the competitive, of which we would like to encourage the tour operator to be more innovative in creating their packages and to be more competitive with their competitors, so that they always have a lot of new things to offer to the people or to the customer on that. And also we are also looking at the sustainability and development of the tourism industry, of which we like to encourage those who are involved in the industry, particularly if you're talking about your product and the things. You have to do something about your products so that you can encourage people to come again and again with a new product and things. It has to be enhanced, and that is very important for us. And we should be doing that very much when it comes to innovative and creating new things. We have to be very creative on that. So these are the things that we are looking and hope that the players can do when it comes to COVID-19. Yeah. So other things also, if you are looking at the domestic, our strategy in terms of the recovering strategy, we are doing a lot of the inter and intrastate PR activation, of which what we are doing now is we would like to invite people from Sabah, for example, or people from Selangor, for example, to go to Johor and talk about the product that they have in Selangor, and in people in Johor, or the players in Johor to be in Penang to talk about the products they have in Johor, vice versa. These are the things that we are doing now, so that the promotion of the product can be done accordingly to the states, and this will be good because we are working together with the radio stations. We are working together with the other medias, the bloggers as well, and others, so that we can keep on promoting and updating the Malaysian on the new product that we have to offer to them. And also definitely we are doing the strategic collaboration with Main Travel Association. We are working closely with MyBar, we are working closely with Mata, and also MAH for that, and other associations as well. Any association, if you have anything, any kind of collaboration that you think that is good to be highlighted and to be implemented, please come to us and see what are the things that we can do together. So this is a good platform for us to work together as a team, so that we can move the domestic tourism very much on that. We also would like to encourage all the public and private sectors to have their training in the hotels. Although now it is COVID-19, but we can have at least the maximum numbers of 250 people for this kind of training and others. So please help the industry, please help the hotelier, because when you do that, there will be a lot of the multiplier effects to other industry as well. Like for example, if you are doing our training at the hotel, definitely the hotel room will be booked. So somebody is renting the room, and we are talking about F&B. The hotel staff can go and work again, and those suppliers of the F&B also can do their supplies to the hotel and the things. So it is the multiplier effect, that is the interchange between the sectors. So the economy need to be moved, need to be enhanced. So these are the things that we can do by doing that. So it will be good if we were to have our training in the hotels as well, physically. Okay, but of course, we should not tolerate with the SOP that being set by the government. For example, wearing masks, your temperature need to be measured, yeah, the distance and other things. So we need to do this because by having some physical activities, we can move the economy steadily. Yeah. Also, we are also encouraging the industry uh, to have a very hygiene products and other things. That is why when the hotel association announced that they are going to sanitize the hotel and other things, that is a good confidence things that indication that we have given to the customer, to the Malaysian that traveling, that they are safe when they are staying at their hotels. So these are the things that we are doing so to encourage people to travel and to build up the confidence to them that it is safe to travel in Malaysia, particularly when you are staying in a hotel in Malaysia. And of course, one of the area that we're looking at also, the concentration on the mice market, domestic mice. So this will definitely be good for us, of which we would like to encourage the corporate company to have their outing or their motivation talk or their motivation activities not to go outside from Malaysia but to have it in Malaysia, because there's a lot to be offered, and definitely the hotels are prepared to give a good packages, value for money packages for this, because all the while the mice market, when we're talking about mice market, the corporate company, they would like to have it outside Malaysia, but now we want them to, and we want them to be doing it in Malaysia. So these are the things that need to be done, because this is not only by doing it in Malaysia, it is also an obligation as a Malaysia to help Malaysia when it comes to the domestic tourism. Okay, of course, other thing is for us to have the interface, the system, and the promotion to be uplifted and promote. These are the things that they can promote their product through this platform. So that need to be done. We need to encourage the travel agent to start doing that, because if not, then definitely they will be left out. Okay, as Tourism Malaysia also, we are providing the guidance to the tour operator and any other product owners. If they need any guidance from us, that can be discussed. Please be in contact with us. And of course, again, we will see that the private sectors, we would like the private sectors to collaborate with us. There are ways of collaborating with us that you can see that number one is to come up with any activities that we can do it together with the private and public sectors. So I mean that we need to communicate, and there must be some discussion how to go about what kind of activities that can attract more people to be traveling within Malaysia. We're talking about domestic tourism. And of course, we can talk about how we should promote the product that we have or the event that we have. So that can be also discussed with Tourism Malaysia in terms of doing promotion on the product and other things. Yeah. And of course, for domestic tourism, we would like to encourage more and more people to travel. This is where the collaboration with the private sector is very important. We are putting a lot of value-added things to the packages that need to be done accordingly as well. Yeah. So there are a lot of areas that we can work together. That is why you can work out through your association and other things when it comes to this, be it the promotion of it, the marketing of it, the implementation or the collaboration of it. Okay, I would like to also highlight on the survey that has been done by Tourism Malaysia, of which this has been done to 13,000 respondents, and there are some findings that I would like to highlight here. Among the findings are that 88.4% of the respondents was saying that what they should be doing after COVID-19 is to be traveling on and make their own arrangement. And only 11.6% were saying that they were still using the travel agent. So what does it mean? It means that whether the travel agent will be relevant or not relevant in time to come, it is up to the travel agent now, because you can see that they said that they would like to do their own arrangement. So travel agent, I think this is a challenge to you all. You need to do something about this, because you need to be relevant in the market. Then how do you go about? This is something that we should brainstorm and see what will be the best for us to make that you are still relevant in the market, and people will be looking at the travel agent when they are making their travel arrangement, rather than to be on their own. I think we should come up with a good packages, more creative packages, and more value added when it comes to packages. I mean, the role of travel agent should be more than just providing just a normal packages. Okay, that is a challenge for us. And even when you're talking about the tourist guide, this is another challenge. When 88.3% was saying that they don't need tour guide anymore when they are traveling. So then what will happen to the tour guide that we have? So we have to look into this seriously, of which the Tourist Guide Association, for example, should come up with a new thing, new idea. I would like to suggest that the tourist guide to be more knowledgeable in years to come. Yeah, I mean to be more skillful in years to come, particularly after the COVID-19. I think the tourist guide being in the coach, talking to 40 people in the coach, is no more relevant in years to come. What they need to do is, I think, to enhance their knowledge, to be more specialized in other things, in few things, and to be more skillful. Of which, I think it is time for us to have the interpersonal kind of tourist guide that can talk or can give the information dissemination more, rather than just to generalize it. Yeah. So bear in mind, as what I said, the finding of the survey indicates that 88.3% they don't think that they will be using the services of tourist guide again. And as you can see that there are also some indication that they were saying that they would like to travel with family. 63% saying that. Okay, so now that is a very, I mean, in terms of proportion and percentage, there is a very big percentage, of which maybe now agent has to start looking at family packages rather than the normal package and other things. And now we are talking about experiential tourism, of which there's a lot need to be done that can relate to the tourist guide profession again, that how creative they can be when they are promoting the experiential tourism and other things. And of course, they would like to go with spouse and other things and friends, but less would like to go in group. So I think this is the new normal when it comes to our tourism industry in years to come, or after the COVID, that people would rather travel with their family because they feel that it will be more safe to travel with the family rather than to travel in a group of which they do not know who they are and other things. So we have to look into this. And of course, the recovery plan, or what we have indicated earlier, that for the recovery of the domestic tourism, 37% were saying that they will have the attitude of wait and see before they start traveling again. And those who have been saying that they will start traveling only after 6 months to 1 year, this is the time to travel. That is why when the interstate movement has been lifted, we can see that the numbers of people traveling resort are full and other things, because they are geared up, they are ready to travel. But so unfortunate when there's PKPB, when people again, I mean those are from Selangor, they are from Putrajaya and KL, under the PKPB, then there's no movement. As you know that Selangor, Kuala Lumpur and Putrajaya, these are the generated state, that these are the place, I mean the point of people that travel a lot. So once we stop that everything is now silent again. If you were to go to Penang, even Melaka, you don't see movement anymore after this PKPB has been implemented. And worse still now, as you can see that once the new PKP instruction now, of which only 3 states are not involved. That is Perlis, Kelantan and Pahang. Definitely you can understand what will be the implication to the tourism industry, particularly when we are talking about domestic tourism, because until December, there would not be any movement very much on that. Only people are in Perlis, they can move in Perlis, Kelantan in Kelantan and Pahang in Pahang. But that as yet we need to see what will be the next instruction. So we just hope that for the best. I think it's easy to say that be patient and see what we can do, but definitely those who are in the field, you know better. You know that you have to struggle for this. Okay, it's not an easy thing. It is a tough time for us in the tourism industry. But nevertheless, we hope that, and as always, there will be light by the end of the tunnel, that we hope that this will end soon. And of course, the issue and challenges of the COVID-19, it is a slow recovery. As I mentioned just now, even the Economic Action Council was saying that it will take about 4 years. And the Atmosphere Strategic Survey even say that it will be a very slow recovery, and that will take until 2023 if we can control the COVID. It's not that we say that COVID is end, but once we can control the COVID thing, that will take until 2023. The question is, can we survive? How resilient we are to wait until 2023 when it comes to that. And of course, is again the public interest, the priority we should be given. Okay, it is the safety, is it the tourism industry? Wish is wish. Definitely, I would say that, well, we can implement or we can carry our activities as well, but definitely we have to abide to whatever SOP that be implemented by the government. Definitely, we cannot tolerate with all the SOP that been enforced by the government when it comes to that. So that is the dilemma of our industry, definitely. And I say that if you were to ask the SOP, does it help? Definitely, it helps us very much when we're talking about hotels to sanitize their property and other things. That give a good indication, that give a good feelings to the customer that they are safe when they stay at the hotel and other things. Yeah, so SOP is very important for us when it comes to that. And of course, the COVID things will depend on how accurate or how much do we follow the SOP that being set by the government. If we follow it accordingly, definitely everybody will save. Kita jaga kita. I think this is something that we need to see and do. If you want the recovery of the economy, particularly we are talking about domestic tourism as well. And of course, we are waiting for the border to be there, to be lifted up. We are looking at the green bubble tourism that we need. Definitely we need at least the people from the region to start traveling back to Malaysia. So these are the things that we are looking at. And for airlines, for example, that is also an issue and challenges for us, because when the frequency is not there, the airfare will be increased, and when the airfare is increased, definitely people won't travel by airlines. That is why from the survey itself that we have also, we have that indication that people would like to travel. The Malaysian would like to travel using car at the juncture. So we have to do that, okay? And I said that for the Malaysian, particularly those who are not really affected very much by the COVID-19, maybe the government servant and other things. This is a time for you to help the nation. This is time for you to start traveling within Malaysia to help the domestic tourism, because you can definitely do that. Yeah, and it is not only traveling make it as your CSR, of which you are helping the country. You are traveling and helping the country to help the domestic tourism to be on track again. Yeah. So I think I have touched most of the things. Yeah. And of course, again, thank you very much for Malaysia Tourism Council, yeah, particularly the president, Encik Uzaidi, for inviting me as the speaker for this Malaysia Tourism World Summit 2020. So see you again, see you physically. Thank you very much.